Hey, friend, you made it. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for pressing play. Thank you for being with me today. Whether you know me personally or just stumbled across this podcast looking for a little inspiration, I'm so glad you're here and you are in the right place. This is the very first episode of the Unscripted Journey Podcast. And today I want to set the stage. I want to share what this space is all about, what you can expect to hear from me, and why it might just be the spark that you've been needing in your own life, something that you might have been looking for a while now. I created this podcast because I know what it feels like to be stuck in a version of life, in a version of yourself that it looks good on paper, but it doesn't feel right in your soul. You know what I mean? Like deep down within you, you know that your life isn't what you dreamt it would be. I have lived by other people's rules, expectations. I've checked the boxes. I've played the roles and smiled through the pressures. And, about 2 years ago, we were going almost on 2 years, I realized I was living a life that didn't fully belong to me. And that was not a feeling that was good. It wasn't a good feeling. It wasn't a feeling of accomplishment. And I had figured that I had built a life around what I thought I should do, what was expected of me, roles and labels that people had placed on me, on the way I should live and be and do and even breathe. Maybe what felt even safe for myself, because it meant I didn't really have to think about anything else. I know, though, deep down, and I know you're feeling this way as well, that there's more. You and I were created for more, my friend. More freedom, more truth, more purpose. Goodness gracious, we have a God-given purpose. He puts that inside of our hearts. We were created for more joy, more adventures, more travel, more. And I finally realized I had to stop waiting for permission and start living on my own terms. And I don't mean that living an unscripted life is about being reckless or having no plan. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm a pretty organized person. I'm a structured person. I do live by that. But living unscripted is about letting go of the life that was written for you, so you can create one that was written within you. It's about breaking out of the molds, the boxes, the labels, coloring outside the lines. That's like one of my favorite things to say now that I'm finding more freedom and I'm finding my voice. Who am I really? What do I want? And how do I walk in alignment with God and with what God has placed in me? How do you walk in alignment with that? Because that's really important. I believe that I was created by God. You may not believe the same thing. That's okay. But I think that we all, for the majority, believe in a greater power. And we believe that that greater power guides us and leads us. Maybe you've spent years trying to meet other people's expectations. Maybe you've quieted your own dreams to keep the peace or stay in your comfort zone. Maybe you've been wearing the label mom, wife, daughter, friend, property manager. In my case, that's what I've been doing for a good part of my life. Accountant, lawyer. You insert name or role or title. And that label has quieted your own dreams. And maybe you're just so starting to wake up to the idea that you get to choose. You get to change. You don't have to, you get to. You get to create something new, something of your very own. And that's what the Unscripted Journey is all about. That's what my journey has been all about in the last 2 years. And this podcast is your space to grow and to reflect and to heal and to dream again. I am giving you permission to dream again And oh man, as I've been discovering for myself, it is a great feeling. And during our time together, you're going to hear real conversations about my life. You're going to hear things that I've been through, things that I'm going through. You're going to hear about mindset and healing and relationships, entrepreneurship, purpose, and so much more that goes along with living an unscripted life. And sometimes it's just going to be me sharing what's on my heart, pouring out all of me, raw, authentic. And sometimes you might hear a guest or two coming in to talk about how they're living out their own unscripted stories, or how their lives became unscripted by something that occurred in it. So I'm really excited about this. And whether we are talking about life lessons, faith, hard seasons, or how to take the next brave step, you'll always get truth, love, and practical inspiration to take with you. That's my goal. I want you to feel like we are sitting across from each other and we're just chatting. Okay, we have our cup of coffee or a glass of wine or a smoothie, whatever is your cup of tea. And we're just talking and inspiring each other. This podcast is especially for women in transition. Women who are waking up to the truth that there's more to life than survival and routine. My goodness, how many times can we do the same thing over and over again? It's for you, women who are ready to grow, ready to heal, ready to create something honest and beautiful, even if it's messy at first. Because if it's not messy, man, it just means we're too perfect. And I am an imperfect person. If you're looking for perfection here, you're not going to get it. I may stumble over my words. I may say something silly. I may say something to offend you. I may say something to inspire you or make you cry. I just want it to be authentic from my heart because it's going to be real. So if any of those are you, welcome home. Welcome to our little piece of unscripted life. So my hope is overall that this podcast reminds you that you're not alone. I am here with you, and that it's not too late to rewrite your story. It's never too late. Listen, ladies, gentlemen, whoever's listening, I'm 52 years old. When I was 50 is when I started to think about who and what I really wanted to be in life, what I wanted out of life, what I wanted to do, who I wanted to inspire. How was I inspired? 50. It's never, ever too late to rewrite your story. So you get to make new choices, and you get to explore new dreams, and you get to walk this journey at your own pace, led by faith, not fear. Now, faith is something that we cannot see, but it is something that we believe in. And to take a step of faith, you have to do it scared sometimes, and that's okay. So I want to invite you. Subscribe, share this with a friend, come back each week, and let this be the space where you remember who you really are and begin to live like it. Because your story, my friends, girlfriends out there, it was never meant to be scripted by someone else. So thank you for tuning into episode 1. See, I told you I'd make mistakes. Thanks for tuning into episode 1. I can't wait to walk this journey with you. And until next time, I want to tell you to live free and stay unscripted.